It's getting progressively worse. Even though I know you're starting to feel better, somehow this situation, like recording, has like gotten more.
What do you mean? I just needed to set up and elevate my feet now that I'm wearing both compression socks with my ankle brace and my knee compression.
Great. Well, we've done it, girls.
What have we done?
We have watched. We have now seen
TV canon.
everything that we've already seen before.
This is the end.
This is the end of us being like, I'm familiar.
Yeah.
We are about to, in the next episode, recap what we've never seen, which is the movie, which I'm so excited about. Do you know how long it is?
Probably like 90 minutes or something.
Great. Love that.
Maybe under. There's no way it's going to be longer than 90 minutes.
It's actually a 3.5 hour...
Epic.
Let's talk about these little specials, Girly Pop. So there's 2 special episodes, but one of them has 2 parts.
Yeah.
And the other one is just by itself. So there's really 3 specials.
Absolutely.
We start...
Absolutely correct. Yes.
Yes, Slay.
I agree.
Yes.
I totally agree with that take.
We're not going to go beat by beat through these. They're specials.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're vibe
There's little
energy.
tastes.
Yeah.
Of like what could still be happening with the girls.
Sure. First, we have the Valentine's Day special.
It's my favorite one. I'll say it.
This is not my favorite one, surprisingly.
It's such a perfect epilogue-y type thing where if there was no movie, if we didn't know that a movie existed, I'd be perfectly happy with like how Kurosawa and Adachi's whole trajectory ended.
It's very much a continuation of everything that we know about these characters from before. Here's the quick synopsis of what happens in the episode. Kurosawa is like, all the time before, I hate Valentine's Day. It's just a bunch of girls throwing themselves at me.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Totally humble bragging the whole time.
Yeah.
He gets chocolates for Adachi. He goes to put them in Adachi's desk when Adachi's not at his desk. He sees that he's already has a box of chocolates. And he's like, oh my God, who is it from? Is it from Fujisaki-san? Is it from Rokkaku? Who's it from? Who could it be from?
And before he can even give his, he has to leave for work.
He has to go to like a
trip
like
or a business visit.
He's heading to Osaka for the day. Sure. So he comes back at the end of the night, and lo and behold, of course, the chocolates that were in Adachi's desk were obviously intended for Kurosawa. And they end the like little thing by like eating their chocolates together. It's very cute. And there's like a little funny bit because the ones that Adachi gives Kurosawa are like chili flavored.
Because
so they're spicy.
A year before all this, Kurosawa found as he was walking to work, there was a candy store that was just handing out free chocolate.
To no one on the street.
To no one on the street. To a busy no one on the street.
Put that clip in. Put that damn clip on.
Hey,
she's
girls,
like, here,
chocolate.
Here you go.
Here you go.
But like no one's on the street except Kurosawa. It's very funny.
Here you go. He was looking intentionally. He was like, I kind of want to buy Adachi a Valentine's, but I think it would be too weird because this was a year before. No relationship has been established yet.
Right.
He was like, I think
Just
it might be
crush.
too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then this girl was handing out free ones. So he was like, okay, then I'll just give this one because it's free. Those were free. And I figured you'd like them because I don't really like sweets that much. And then she was like, okay, cool. Fast forward. He is now receiving spicy chocolate because Adachi was like, oh, well, I remember you don't like sweets that much.
Look at him. What's he
Look at
doing?
this baby.
He's so sad. My mom visited this weekend.
It was a very sweet episode. And yeah.
It's very cute. I liked
that they showed a year ago.
Sure.
It still kind of like gives you like a full kind of breadth of
the relationship.
Yeah.
How far they've come.
Look at where we are.
Look at where we started.
And that would be enough. Are you a Valentine's girly?
Okay, so I have been both. It doesn't matter. And I've also been anti-Valentine's.
Oh.
I've been the it's a Hallmark holiday.
Capitalist America.
Capitalist. Okay, all holidays are capitalism. At this point, you can't
girl.
escape it. Complaining specifically just about Valentine's Day, I don't know. What I used to be like is you shouldn't need a holiday in order to be
I care
think
about
of
you.
your partner. However, in the course of our trajectory, okay, you and I, Valentine's Day for us really starts a month of frivolity for me. Because we have Valentine's Day on the 14th. March 8th is our anniversary. And then my birthday is the 22nd of March. So it's really yes, we're
parade.
celebrating me.
Yes.
Yeah. So I love it.
I think it's fine. I mean, I'm also like Kurosawa, where I don't really love sweets that much. Mm-hmm. I'm very much in moderation in the sweets because of the amount of salt that I would prefer to intake anyway. Hence the gout. So, Adam, our Valentine's Day tradition.
I forgot.
Of going to the Cheesecake Factory.
We go to the Cheesecake Factory every year.
And you know what?
As a bit.
But
also not a bit because I'm eating.
I'm fucking eating.
I'm
Steak Diane,
I'm eating,
bitch.
honey.
Mama, I'm eating.
I'm eating that wood plank salmon, girly.
Give me those egg rolls, girl.
What's your cheesecake? Nobody cares about what we're eating. They want to know what cheesecake is your cheesecake.
Banana cream pie. Cheesecake.
Seating is the opposite. Standing.
Yeah.
How
about you? Oreo? I used to be Miss Oreo Dream Cake or whatever
incredible.
the fuck.
Oreo Cloud, whatever the fuck it is.
Oreo Dreams or whatever.
Oreo's incredible. There is one called Adam's Peanut Butter, whatever. That's also great because I love peanut butter.
But I also love an original strawberry too.
Original with strawberry, really? You can't top her.
You cannot. Call it an ugly twink the way it can't be topped.
It's nice that this came out after the show had wrapped. So then you got it's in that.
Oh,
one.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Cute. But were you always growing up, was Valentine's big in your school or in your ever when you worked?
I loved elementary school before people were attracted to each other and
doing
it was
real Valentines.
Just kids.
Yeah.
Buying the pack of 30 Valentines and then writing them out to each person. Oh my God.
Cute. Yeah.
And you get the ones that fold and you have to put a sticker on. Oh my God. Arts and crafts.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
There was a really funny moment with because of course I was trying to figure out who would have given Adachi these chocolates, and Rokkaku was goes up to these girls and was like, oh, I really wish I could get chocolates for Valentine's Day. And they all start laughing at him and he's like, please give me some, thank you. I just thought it was so cute.
He's so funny.
It's very transitioning into his episode next.
Sure.
It's just he's an established character in if I was actually working in this office, Rokkaku feels like the guy that
I want to work with this person? Probably
in a project?
Not.
Probably not.
No.
But if I'm in the same office as him,
sure, he's funny
because he's funny and fun, and you see him be audibly oh crap, I missed something. I'm well,
yeah. So next we have Rokkaku's special. So, quick synopsis. This one is so bare bones. There's not even a plot.
Girl, they do 2 montages.
Rokkaku figures
episode.
Out
something's going on.
Something's going on with Adachi and Kurosawa
in the state of Denmark. Yeah.
And he realizes that they're working together to make him a better salesman. That is his realization.
The whole gag is that you think that he's figuring out, he's puzzling the pieces.
It's funny because they already did this in the show. In that one episode where Rokkaku's I figured it out. And
because you think
Adachi's
that,
like,
yes, you think that he figured out his power.
But yeah, all he is like, you're just really nice. You're super considerate. I figured it out.
The way that this, in like Japanese acting specifically,
Oh yeah,
the grip this has of.
this is the equivalent. Sorry, this is the equivalent of like, I'm cold in a scene, so I'm gonna do this. It's the Blair St. Clair.
It's the Blair St. Clair. Shh. It's also this when you're signifying your phone.
They don't. Do you know this? They don't do this anymore.
They don't do this anymore.
They don't.
Do
The children don't do this. They do like this.
Like a Bluetooth.
No, like this is your hand
phone?
is the because like this is we were pretending to be the phone.
Yeah.
This is a square. This is the phone.
Oh.
Hello.
At least hold it. Camden.
It's just a cheek.
Not Camden Hart.
Yeah.
안녕하세요. 여보세요? It's very funny. My favorite part is when Rokkaku was like, yeah, I'm trying to find a place to take out this client. And he's like, I don't like going to restaurants alone. Do you want to go with me? And Adachi's like, yeah, I'll do it. And then from behind, Kurosawa was like, I'll go too.
He literally leans in and he's like,
I'll go too.
I'll attend as well. This is great. It's all great. I'm glad it's not in the show proper.
Yeah.
Because it would like slow it down. But as these nice little like one-offs, they're fun. This episode, because it features two, it's like it's almost like they're like cartoon length. How like a SpongeBob episode is like 22 minutes, but really it's two 11
episodes,
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is a full SpongeBob episode.
This is SpongeBob. Do specials later. We have started watching Minato's.
Oh, we can talk about Minato's coin laundry.
We started watching that, and it's obviously the guy who plays Rokkaku. He is the main character in that.
I do like that they have similar mannerisms, I feel like.
They're similar mannerisms,
like
but the characters themselves are completely different.
Absolutely. I mean, like, Rokkaku does not have deep thoughts, but Minato is like very...
Rokkaku's pure himbo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Minato is very introspective. I really like him in Minato. Like, he's very good in Minato. He's a very charming actor.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Minato's laundromat is so crazy.
It's so great. I can't even... It's a complicated fave for sure. If you want to just BLT it real quick, it's definitely
a complicated fave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the fact that I have to explain to you...
It's a complicated fave. We'll leave it there.
Feel free to watch on your own.
I like getting to spend this much time with him
Rokkaku.
in this role because he's so funny.
I will say the only thing I would have loved...
When he calls him... He's like hugging Adachi, and then he gets a call at his desk, and it's Kurosawa.
Yes.
And it's very like Scream.
But the way Adam was like, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean.
Oh, yeah?
Like, very much like, if you have time to make jokes, you should be doing some work. If Rokkaku was using like Fujisaki-san to try and sort this out. Like if he was...
Definitely not enough Fujisaki-san in these.
No,
not at all.
Because I really like their dynamic at the end of the episode, at the end of the show. Mm-hmm. So it would have been funny to like have him like talk to her, and she's obviously she knows, so she's just fully like, interesting, like, and just kind of like play along with him. I would have loved to see her reaction.
That is so funny that he think it's gonna be a joke. You think the joke might be, oh, I've realized they're friends.
They're friends.
But
not
like,
even
that's not even the joke.
He's
the
like,
joke is
they're working together, even though they're complete opposites. They're choosing to work together to make me a better salesman.
Yeah, he has full main character syndrome.
I know. He thinks it's Rokkaku magic.
Yes. I don't even know what these are called, by the way. But
they're just called their couple names.
Oh, okay.
So this one is it's Valentine's Day Rokkaku, and this one is called Tsuge and Minato.
Great. I think this is my favorite Tsuge and Minato of the whole show.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because it's like everyone's toned down a little bit, which is nice. Minato has brought a cake.
Minato's cake.
Minato's cakes. Minato's cake. He brought it over to Tsuge's because he was like, "Oh, I got this great audition."
Yeah, he's made it to the final round, basically.
Yeah, but then Tsuge misinterprets the cake and is like, "Oh, you read the newspaper, girl. Your 19-year-old boyfriend did not read the newspaper. Let's calm down for a second. You read the newspaper and you saw that I'm winning an award for my book." And he was like, "Sure, totally. That's absolutely why I brought this cake over. I do the same thing. I don't think Minato is wrong for not being like, oh no, it's about me."
I wish Minato had a little bit more confidence because Tsuge gave him so many ins. Like after this whole thing, Tsuge is like, "Oh, you sound like this. You're super surprised to find out about this. Was there a reason that you brought this cake? Like, are we celebrating something else?" That's what he said. He was like, "Is there another thing we're celebrating today too?"
Yeah.
Which could have easily gone in there, but because Minato is like obviously self-conscious about like his success is like just this making to an audition versus Tsuge's success, which is winning an award for writing a novel.
Right.
He was like, "No, it was for this. Congratulations."
Yeah. So then he's practicing we're back at the square.
We're back at the quad.
We're back at the quad. And Tsuge is
once again, just like say you're doing it.
It's just so weird.
What?
He's taking photos of Minato with like a telephone. Girl, he's like sasaying. He's like the first sasaying for Minato. And you know what? I'm glad they're in a nice, happy relationship together, but like weirdo energy.
Yes.
And so these guys find him and are like making fun of him.
Yeah, because they're like, "What are you doing? Are you a pervert?" Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. And Minato's like, "No, he's not." But before he even like cleared like the misunderstanding.
Well, this is the weird thing about this episode. So Minato is like, "No, he's my," and then
I don't think he's.
And Tsuge is like, "Oh, I'm a dancer. I want to dance just like Minato." And they're like, "Oh, you're a dancer. Show us how well you dance." So he's like, "Okay, I will." Now this is really funny. He goes to like start dancing, and the minute it's about to start, such a big buildup, and the minute it goes to start, it like cuts to the end, and he's like laying on the ground, and his foot is like broken, basically. That's a very funny directorial choice.
Yeah,
because
girl, I can relate, girl. Ultimately, Minato was like,
well, there's the girls that come over.
The girls that come over were like, "Oh my god, are you the Tsuge? Smut writer Tsuge?" And so they all shake
I love your work on Archive of Our Own.
What's that? And then even the dancer's like, "Oh, you're famous? Oh, let me shake your hand. I'm sorry." And Minato is feeling embarrassed once again because obviously like it's just another reminder that Tsuge is quote unquote like doing better than him.
Yes.
But then on their way home, he fully is like, "I wish you didn't do that because it was embarrassing to me and I wish you would consider my feelings." I think still valid, but I think what's happening here is you're not actually mad about that.
Right.
I think you are mad about there's some level that's probably annoying.
I would be mad that he was like taking photos without girl, what are you doing?
Yes. But ultimately that's not what he's truly upset about, but it's just like, the
root of the problem.
Yeah. Just I think having sex
canonically we don't fight on the show though. We've told them we don't fight.
That's true.
One of the biggest fights we've ever had was about French fries. That's a real story. Like it almost, really.
Do you still feel the same way about the fries today?
No, I would share fries with you now.
That's what I'm saying.
But that is not what the argument was about.
I know. We don't have to.
We can relitigate it right now. I'm happy to do it.
No, we're not. No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking in retrospect, how you. But I understand.
You were in the wrong.
I was still in the wrong for sure. Yes.
Okay, here's what happened. We went to McDonald's. We got drive-thru. We went to McDonald's. We got drive-thru. We got one fry to share. I think it was a large, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. One large fry to share. We lived 6 minutes away from the McDonald's. I drove us home. On the drive home, RJ finished 7/8 of the fry. So by the time I got home, there were I don't have to explain it to you. They're McDonald's French fries. They're great. I was so mad about it. And he was like, "It doesn't even matter. We're sharing the fry. blah, blah. And I was like, this is so disrespectful. I was so mad. And then we made a pact that we would never order one fry ever again. We would always get two. I actually don't even think now I would be that mad. I don't think. But mostly because I don't think McDonald's fries are as good as they used to be. Something happened. Or like, maybe it's just always when we get them, they're not like super fresh.
Yes, at like 1 in the fucking morning. Where, yes, the fries are not fresh for fucking sure.
But then Minato goes off.
He basically leaves on his own. And then he does think to himself, like, why am I acting like a kid right now?
I really like that moment of reflection.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times, I think there's a lot of media where there's a lot of media where you never see characters reflect on if they are behaving appropriately.
Yeah.
And like their choices later may lead you to suspect that they probably reflected and thought better about what they did, but you don't see it really happen in process. But because the show has decided that it's going to use voiceover
and like thoughts, yeah,
that they feel comfortable doing that. So I actually really appreciated that moment because I don't see it happen terribly often.
Especially, this is the first time we're hearing Minato's thoughts from his own perspective.
Yes,
as opposed
we're
to
following
Tsuge
Minato's journey in this episode.
Yeah,
we're not really following Tsuge, which is cool.
Yeah.
Tsuge apologizes.
Tsuge apologizes, but he's not getting any answers back. He's being ghosted. So he's like, well, back to my old ways. And he orders from Miss Online again. And Minato knows, obviously, because he's delivering it. So he's like, but he says, like, this will be my last delivery. Which I'm like, are you going to break up with him over something like this?
This is goofy.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So
I mean, here's what I will say. This is why I brought it up earlier. I'm surprised he isn't upset that Tsuge doesn't let him say he's my boyfriend. Because I think on a different show that would be the conflict.
The fight. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not. It's really not about
It's really
that.
not about it. No. Because I think this world, I think it lives in the world of like it's not really a common thing.
Yeah, we just don't talk about it.
We just don't talk about it. Yeah. So when they finally do get to talk, and Tsuge's like, basically Tsuge's way of showing him is to show the pictures. So we showed these pictures. Minato's like awed because he's like, wow, so that's how I look when I dance. And Adam was like, you record yourself dancing every day. What are you talking about?
It is the weirdest line that he says. So I never knew what I looked like when I danced.
I almost wish it was different. Maybe it's translation, but I do wish the sentiment was more of like, I've never seen how happy I actually look. Because I can see like if I'm recording myself dance.
Or I've never had like photos taken of me while I dance.
Yeah.
Because like he does say like I was always a backup dancer. And obviously photos would be of like the main idols or whatever. So if it was that, I feel like it would be worded better. But like at least the English translation was like...
The English translation made it look like, wow, I didn't know that's the face I make when I dance. I'm like...
Also, like, dancers also dance in front of mirrors. Like, what are you talking about? You know what you look like when you... That's the whole thing about dance. You have to know what you look like.
Yeah. But I'm sure, I mean, before the dancers come for us, we are movers.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're focusing on...
Some of us. Some of us are sitters currently. Seating is the opposite of standing.
I'm sure like for dancers, it's more about like watching their bodies and like hitting the choreography. But anyway, that's what causes him to be like, yeah, what I'm actually upset about is that like I got this audition, but because when they were practicing at the quad, his friend is like, oh yeah, what's his face and what's his face and what's his face also made it to the final audition. So it feels like anyone can be in this audition.
It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything because they're probably not going to debut.
Yeah, they cast 98 people for this idol trainee show. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, but then this is the wildest part of this conversation is the reveal that he's like, the book that I wrote is about you. Mama, Who doesn't know this? The book is called The Blonde Twink That Dances in the Pale Moonlight or whatever the fuck. Like, yes, girl, we know.
We know, girl.
You're not a subtle writer.
His wig is on the front.
Right.
And he's the cover of the book, girl.
And it is like literally this color yellow on the book. It's so wild. I'm curious what this book's about. But he's not writing gay romance. So it's going to be straight.
Ew.
Good luck to that.
Ew.
And then it ends really horny.
Yeah.
Really horny.
So they forgive each other, and Minato's like, oh my God, you're so much more attractive without your glasses. Gives him a little kiss. And I told Adam, I was like, it's how I kiss like Friedrich's paws. Like
his little Frito paws.
Yeah. And then from that, Tsuge's like, I need to fucking ravage your body right now.
It is a wild ending to this episode.
Yeah. And then that's the end.
Yeah. Great.
And that's how we end Cherry Magic, like canonically on TV.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah. And look at that. No notes.
Yeah.
They
Fun
were
little
specials.
one-offs. They were specials. Whatever. We're just having fun.
We're having a good time.
So we are watching the movie. We're very excited. We're going to watch the movie on Patreon. So if you'd like to, if you have not watched the movie and you want to watch it with us, you can watch it there. The video is going to go
Join
there.
us.
And then we'll do a recap of it here. And then
you know what's next.
And then you know what's next.
Discovering voices.